unfair because he's lost his mum, in like to gift him, like trying to say, well, you've lost your mum and I've lost my mum, so you know how it feels and stuff.
Well, now he's sit down his fucking head in shame and keep off the fucking app because it's come out of his own mouth, and big up fucking Dave and the Wolf for pulling this out this morning, because now anybody that goes in and gifts him is every bit as fucking bad.
So, Steve, do you know who it was who sat on it? So do you know who the mods are who knew?
I don't know, quite a few people got in, but also his baby mum got in last night and she had a lot to say about him as well, about other things. So it's not solely this, so this message here that's not the only thing. Apparently it went to court for him raping a girl, but he didn't get convicted because there wasn't enough evidence. Don't know whether that's 100% true, but that's what's come from his baby mum and somebody else. And apparently he's on another girl that he was seeing, who he's no longer seeing now. Apparently went through the right revenue to go through Clare's Law, and apparently he's on there for other girls.
I mean, as long as somebody's checking on and that girl Steph as well, you know, because that's...
I've checked on Steph. I've
that
spoken to
must
Steph.
be devastating, you know, that's a lot of money for somebody to play that vulnerable
Steph's
card.
only a young girl as well, like Steph's only like early 20s, you know what I mean?
That's what I mean. It's so sad that she's obviously probably going through quite a lot because somebody's, you know, done that to her. It's really bad.
But everyone asking who Smokes is or what's his username, it's no Smokes. No _smokes.
Do you know now how this
have a recap as well?
You'll see lots of people who maybe wouldn't have dared come forward, and now it's out in the open. If there's any more, I'm sure that they'll come forward, but this is absolute sin. Another one on here.
Right, Stiff back, the stage is yours for a recap. Tell everyone what's going on, they want to know.
Oh my God, do I have to run through it again?
Go ahead.
So obviously I just come across a live last night because it was Ryan Steele that was in the box. Do you know what I mean? It was two Scottish girls. They followed me last night, but do you know what? For the life of me, I can't remember their name to actually get them in here. 1 sec, let me just look later quick.
What's the baby mum saying?
There was quite a few things that the baby mum said, to be fair, but just about him. Obviously things that he's done, and apparently he's hated in his area and stuff. Apparently he's been battered for these situations as well.
Someone was saying she went live. Did she actually go live, or did she actually just do it in that live?
Who went live?
Someone was saying that the baby mum went live and was out with him.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So his kid's mum got in the boxes last night with us, so it was Steph's live that we was in. Where we talked about obviously all this, but it starts off with the two Scottish girls. I can't remember their name. I'd have to go off and come back to like.
What was called Gemma?
She followed. Was it Gemma? I don't think Gemma followed me. It was the other one. Put Mr. Chocolates on big screen. MT.
Go ahead.
Can I see that? Can you see that screen there? Whose name's on them boxes at the bottom there?
Yeah,
let me see if I can find Jess.
Jess is the other one. And the mum were called, was it Kerry?
No, Keris.
Keris, that's it, yeah. I actually just came up just to back you up on what was said about the rape charge. Because I said it in the comments and everybody was asking me, how do I know? And then you came out of it, and I came in the live and dropped back out, and now I've come back in just to back it up. They said that he did it when his mum was alive. And his mum had paid off the family for them to make a new statement and say he didn't do it, so that it got dumped in court, so he didn't have to go to court.
That's obviously that's what else has like obviously come from it. But these two Scottish girls apparently were seeing him at different times. They'd never met each other before, but their stories were so similar.
It taught them the same, didn't it? To manipulate them so that they do what they wanted to do.
Yeah. So they obviously he gained money off them and stuff as well.
Who's saying that about me? So should your mother.
Basically, for anyone who doesn't know, we want to very quick recap. When Stiff's going to recap it properly for you, but very quickly, it's been identified that no _smokes has admitted to Sorry, I've just got a text message. Sorry, I got a text message. Sorry, so no underscore smokes. This is about him. This message he is him talking to someone about a 14-year-old. Read at the bottom where he says that she was juicy trachid or a 14-year-old, yeah.
And can we get out there? He's not a proper scouser. He's a fucking bull.
Excuse me, can I just like back that? There's nothing wrong with wolves. I'm on the right
No,
side.
I know, but he says he's
I'm on
actually
the
a
right
scouser.
side. I'm on the right side.
No, but he actually says he's a scouser, but he's blatantly not. Can we put that out there?
He's not. He's from Rainhill. He's from the outskirts.
He's from Rainhill, mate. That ain't no scouse.
Is Steph, are you in here? Is Steph in the comments? Because I've shared it to her, so I don't know if she's in here.
Steph, are you here?
How old is he?
Steph is here, yeah, she's in the
Isn't he about 20 odd?
Is he?
21. He's 21.
Yeah,
22
21.
now.
So he was 20 when this happened?
Pick up the woolies.
So was that a year ago or was it recently?
So this situation that's on this screenshot happened when his mum passed, which was a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
So he was on TikTok? What the fuck?
Yeah.
He was on here?
And he's just been going about his day like normal.
Just can't trust anybody these days.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do people sleep at night? I don't get it. I don't understand.
He just sat there taking money from someone. It's just crazy.
But he's just been he's not long been seeing some girl who lived in London, and her name's Shan. And she's the one that's done the Clare's Law on him. But I heard about the Clare's Law not long ago, but I just heard it from someone and didn't really like think much into it because of that. Because obviously you know how this app runs, do you know what I mean? People can say one thing and it's not true, do you know what I mean? So it's whether like you run into it. But obviously since one person, like these two Scottish girls got in last night, like Jess and Gemma, and they've obviously like said stuff, but then obviously the baby mum's come in and said that apparently he's hated in his area. He's been done in by a few people as well for things that he's done.
So the two Scottish girls, he was seeing them at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Warnings,
Like,
please.
like me and Wolf were saying last night in the boxes, like obviously before we got this screenshot, it's like people can say things like this, and it's like you've got to like back it up with it. You know, he's not PD's son. No, if someone's just said that he's not PD's son, that was actually a joke on the app. So obviously then that's how this screenshot's come across, because obviously my one of my close mates was talking to one of the other girls, and then she's just gone and like asked him outright basically, and that was his reply to her saying like, is this true, do you know what I mean? And then that's what he's come back with. And I know everyone's going to have different opinions, like we all know, we've been there growing up and everything else. Like when I was younger I looked older and all that, like I get it, but I think you can tell the difference between someone being young, and if you were unsure, why not have asked her at that time how old she was? You can't just put the blame on the fact of because she had a full face of makeup on and she was having ket or whatever else. Everyone knows young kids now are all taking drugs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got to obviously know.
Isn't he trying to say that she took advantage of him at 14?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. And then can I also point out as well then, so did he actually get hit by a car or did he get webbed?
I actually got told he got done in. When it happened, I actually got
The dad's
told
ready
he
to
got
kill
done
him.
in.
So they were saying last night that he actually rode into a parked van and told everybody that he got hit by a car.
Tell people.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Got all this for
From
his
that
views and all
accident.
that.
Just be careful, as Clare's Law can't be shared.
If you think about it, how has he done it to anyone on the app? Because this is a girl who he knows in real life, so if he's doing it in real life, what's he doing on the app?
Can we
Yeah,
get some
so
other warnings,
obviously
please, in the chat?
There's another girl obviously who apparently the great charge, but obviously he didn't get convicted because obviously the story was changed and there wasn't enough evidence or whatever else. Whether that's true, I don't know, but that's come from actually his baby's mum and people that were in the live last night who actually live in his area. And then
When he actually told the story about getting, driving into a thing, he got right up the ranks that week because people were feeling sorry for him because his face was all done it, all busted up, and people were like, he got up the ranks that week for, you know, because they said they ran into a car, but obviously, I know we can't confirm or deny it, but like, obviously, didn't he? Maybe he's
I know,
been
but a
done.
lot of people know who he is anyway, and a lot of people know that he manipulates people for gifts to feel sorry for him. Do you know what I mean? Everyone knows that himself. That's why a lot of people don't like him.
I know, to be honest with you, I
remember-
met him when I first come on the app, and I haven't associated with him since because I knew exactly what he was about.
Okay, do you remember when you were live that night and people came in your live saying no smokes, you got to go and see his face, he was in a bad accident, and
Yeah,
we
but I
went?
used to be their good mates. Like, good mates.
It was
Sam when I
bad.
first come on here, and I just seen like the way he changed and that, and I don't like that, mate. So I just thought, nah.
Like, I've spoke to him and that he's been in my box and that.
I didn't think he was this bad though. This is fucking top.
No, he wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
Mad.
MT, can you drop me out of box, love? I've never been in a box before. I just
Close
wanted
your
to
tongue
come
back.
back up, stiff back.
Oh, thanks,
Nice
Beth.
one.
Good.
It's alright.
Yeah, but like obviously, we were all in this in Steph's live last night for quite a few hours. Do you know what I mean? Trying to get to the bottom of it, and like
Is that
obviously
Steph?
the what?
Is that Steph? Who's just
Where?
sent the bracelet?
Steph, was that you who's just sent that? Just comment yes or no.
Has he at all in 2 days with all these accusations?
No, he hasn't been on.
No, he's not been on at all.
Yeah,
Makes you
because that,
question
that's still
everybody
was
on the app,
guilty
doesn't
about
it?
it.
No, that's Steph there with the Steph with the white heart. That's Steph.
Can I just ask, like, there's people that knew about this and they sat on it and didn't say anything?
They're just as bad.
Yeah,
Hello,
that's what I'm
Brian.
saying. Like, these people were sat on this, not telling anyone, knowing that he'd been with a 14-year-old girl and whatever else.
No,
he'd
no,
done.
no. So these Scottish girls have they've not long been speaking to him. So they've only just so he's told. So basically, these two Scottish girls that didn't know each other that have come with this like similar stories, but he's told them this story, but the story's been different a little bit on each side, and then they've come together with it and obviously just come out with it. So they've not actually known that long. Whether anyone else has known it beforehand, I don't know because I can't speak on anybody else.
Yeah,
but
no, I
that's
was
what
just
they
wondering
said.
if people knew, and obviously I don't know if there's been a falling out or something, and then it's all come forward.
No, so obviously he's said it to this girl, and then obviously I don't know, I don't quite know what this girl's done, but
Look, sorry, stiff respect. Somebody's saying in the comments, Claire's law's illegal to share. Get into trouble, will you let them know? Just to let you know. TJ, you more keyed up on that, Babby.
yeah, Claire's law is illegal because obviously you've got to go down the right like revenues to get a Claire's law. Do you know what I mean? You've got to go through the police, and you can only get it if you're connected to that person. Thanks, Shiz. That like in a relationship or whatever else. Do you know what I mean? So then I don't. You can't obviously. You wouldn't be able to share that anything on here.
Yeah.
So you know the Scottish birds,
Won't be
yeah?
able to get used, will it?
Are they the ones who outed this message?
Steph, if you're still in the live, is there any chance you can share it to Jess or Gemma, please? I can't find them on my share list.
Apparently he is.
What? Still live?
Hey, Ryan, are you still having your scrap with them?
No, he would no.
Yeah, he said he pulled out of that.
I'm not surprised.
Fucking telling you.
I've battled him before because I remember him coming on. It was coming to, I think it was his little boy's birthday, and he come on.
Can we let Ryan in? MT, sorry, Pearl, sorry for interrupting.
He's not in the box.
Yeah, Ryan still. Ryan, have you requested?
Ryan's just asked to come in.
Can I drop someone a sec?
Okay, well, I'll jump out.
Yeah, I can jump out for you, hold on.
Oh, Alicia's gone by, Alicia.
It was about a year and a half.
I was looking for yous last night, stiff to the CO list, but yous mustn't have been in the box when I was looking around for yous.
Yeah, they've gone
We
offline
were in
by
the
then.
box we was in the box for ages. I think we got out the box at like 3 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, I must have went in there as soon as yous jumped out the box and I couldn't even find a laugh anyway.
Yeah, Kay, by the time I told you, she'd gone offline.
I know, I thought you were chatting shit to me at first.
No, I'd never do that on this type of thing.
I know, well, that's what I thought.
Well, I spoke to Tommy today. I've belled him earlier, and
Yeah.
apparently, Tommy said if he's not been convicted, he can get him in on with the fight, But he said he's gonna make sure he's sweet, cushy, whatever, until he gets into the ring, and then after that, he's on his fucking own. Do you know what I mean? After the fight's finished, he's on his own. Whatever happens from that, he's on his own. Do you know what I mean? I said to Tommy, I'm a bit gutted this all came out right now, to be honest, because I had every intention of smashing his head off. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you still do it, bro.
Don't be
Oh,
trying
100%. I said to him, I still, if you can try and get him on the fight, get him on the fight. I want it to happen.
It'd be dangerous for him though, because everyone else would be after him. So
I've kind of kept quiet about this situation. Me and Smokes used to be friends about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And I've heard little stories about him, yeah. It's why I kind of kept my distance from him. I knew about the Steph situation because me and Steph used to speak about it quite a lot. I knew everything that's happened to him. The thing I didn't know about was the Gemma and the Jess situation. Now, I've kept, obviously, the Steph situation to myself, really. It wasn't really my business to speak on it.
Yeah.
Now, Steph messaged me last night and said, look, like, I've got this information. A few girls have come to me. What shall I do?
Ryan, one sec. Just to clarify, he's not saying that he knows about that situation. He's saying that he knew about the money situation, the 30k. So people are getting.
Yeah, I didn't know about the non-situation. I only knew about this last night because Steph came to me last night on Instagram and she said, look, like, I've got this information, whatever. A few people have messaged me. What shall I do about it? I said, Steph, if you want to just go live now and talk about it, I'll get in the box with you. And then I'll get people in and we can speak about it. Anyway, this happened. They were speaking about Jess and Gemma. And then Smokes' baby mum came into the box and then said all this information. And I got Wolfen as well, and he was saying pretty much like, if there's no evidence, whatever, you can't really stick that on someone. And then all this came out, do you know what I mean? So someone messaged Smokes and asked him about it last night, and then he said that to her. So that's where it all came about.
I wonder why, though, people who knew about this, not about the money, about this lass, has never come forward with this before, especially when he's on here and it's a playground because there's that many young ones on.
No, she's tried, Pearl. Keris has actually been trying. She says she's been in my live a few times and I've not even noticed a comment. It's because there's so many people that could talk so much shit and say anything in the comments. She kind of got put to the side. Do you know what I mean?
And plus, don't forget, over this time while he's gone live, he's actually slated his baby's mum and said it, like, all kinds, and like, do you know what I mean? So you've got to understand how everybody else is placed in this situation. Sometimes it's not easy to get your point across because you're not believed by every person when you're manipulated by another person to convince otherwise.
Exactly.
Ryan, do whatever you can and get that fight going.
Yeah, I said to Tommy, like, please make it happen. Do you know what I mean? Even if he's not in the venue, because I said last night, like, there's a lot of people in that venue that are gonna want to take his head off before, you know, as soon as they see him after this information.
Yeah, it won't be safe.
I know, but it's not going to be safe afterwards. They're all going to kill him.
This was one of two situations. Apparently, there was another situation where he apparently raped someone. He went to court for it. But it got thrown out.
He got away.
His mother, before she passed away, paid off the girl and whatever to keep hush about it. So he got thrown out for no evidence.
You need proof and stuff on something like that, like you know, an article or something.
Can I be honest? He ain't coming back on TikTok, I guarantee you.
He's not going to go and fight. No way.
Well, yeah, because obviously my friend who this message has come from, he's then messaged again and said that obviously his life's going to be ruined now. But what she said as well, so she obviously had him living in her, she used to have a pub and she had him living in the pub for about 3 months. And she said when he was living there, he actually got with one of her bar staff who had only just turned 18.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Well, do you know when I first spoke to him on live, I was with my sister, and she was under 18, or Lily, and he was more talkative to her than he ever was to me, and I was like the older one, do you know what I mean? So I found that a bit iffy as well.
Yeah. Is that him who put the video out that time and was on about something on, I don't understand, is it Facebook or somewhere, and said, if the under 15, I'll still whatever.
No, that was...
No, that's
that was him.
How old is Smokes?
What's his name?
22.
22.
Is it 22 24? I heard it's 24.
22 now.
Is that?
Yeah.
So this happened about 3 years ago. His mum passed away about 2.5, 3 years ago. And this came out, this situation. Now, what I find fucking weird is... Oh, never mind. It's alright, never mind.
What are you going to say?
Never mind.
I can't cope with you. Sorry, I'm not laughing.
I just
About to drop something sick as well.
I can't.
Is that the guy who got run over? Yeah, but I don't think he got run over. I reckon he's being filled in for being a
Yeah,
nonce.
apparently that's what happened.
Someone's done it.
Apparently he got punched up.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
Who was he with at the time? His sister?
No, but so apparently this Scottish girl, Jess, near, because Jess has got quite a lot, hasn't she, Ryan, what she was saying last night? That she's obviously spoke to his sister as well, and his sister is scared of him, like he actually, like, does things, like...
Hey, Steph, are you still in here, Steph? Do you mind me sharing them screenshots you sent me last night?
His sister is scared of him. I've sent it to Jess.
I've sent it to Jess, okay, Gorge.
I'll get it in.
If Steph lets Ryan show the screenshot.
She said he didn't get run over, he fell off his electric scooter.
Yeah, put
Yeah,
the big
that's
screen,
fine, she
please.
said, Ryan.
All right, 2 minutes.
Go on.
Yeah, it's the smokes that went to Ems's for anyone that's asking, and anyone that keeps asking, where's the proof? Has he admitted it? If you read the screenshot, he admits it right in there.
He fell off an electric scooter, he didn't get run over.
But he's on the line,
That's what he
the
said,
proof.
yeah, but he got battered, I got
Yeah,
told.
I reckon he got he filled in. Someone
And he
else
never,
was
I
filling
know
in
you're
with
saying he fell off in an electric scooter, but as far as I knew, he got hit by a van.
that. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I thought.
No, he did.
didn't he?
He actually did. He got hit. He drove into a van. There's CCTV on it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Fair
I put
enough.
my big screen, MT.
Good.
Right, this is in order I got it sent with, so I don't know whether this is actual order. 2 minutes.
Ryan, for fuck's sake, you'll have to read it out.
Yeah, right.
I know, yeah, Ryan, can you not use the other green screen? Use the
Wait,
other
can
green
you not
screen,
see that? That's
Ryan.
perfect. on my
Use the other green screen one.
Which one?
There's another one.
It
The one
goes
with the
down a little
hands.
bit.
It's got a little lens on it.
Or just read it out if you can.
Just read it, yeah.
I can't see.
I don't know, use with 50-50 vision in the chat and that.
Do you want me to read it out?
Yes, please.
Please, Alicia.
Put it up, Ryan.
Wait. That
Oh,
one.
there we go. That's
Yeah,
better.
yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, he told me stories too about when his mum died. He slept with some girl, and that's why no one around him likes him, because she was underage. And there was something about the woods, but apparently the girl lied, and I don't know what else he's done. But he's not allowed to see his kid. He's been mentally abusive to his ex and still begs her to bring the dog down, clearly for control. And then when he was seeing you, he told me not to listen to you because he didn't want to be with you, and I fell for it. Oh, he was begging me to come mine with Bear. When you were coming down to his house, he was actually scared, but now he constantly blocks me and unblocks me, and I'm just sick of it. Then he was with another girl, Meg, and they were sitting laughing on the live, then blocked me when I said, wait till she finds out what you're really like. And I was like, no, keep trying to violate me and watch. I know too much, and I've been speaking to Steph, and she has so much on him too, so he's going to be hating that if we all just come together, because he tries to run and hide and plays victim constantly.
Does he have enough on the topic? Is he?
He'd have told all his team to watch, because me and mine kept smashing him in lives, and my lot were over trolling him. I'm too old to be bothered with a scumbag like him. A filter's good because he don't look like that. He's shit in bed and bounces about with skets. I'm glad you didn't go down. I left, he got his ex down, she's been cheating on him. I automatically went and got tested, got hold of all the details to the last one, and was for going there if I'd caught anything. His sister is a victim in her own house. I witnessed it. He was shouting himself, because I'm not that bird to piss off, because I'd absolutely split him, doll, and know too many people, especially in Liverpool. He was up for our charges. He told me he was in a flat, didn't say words. Then some lad told me a girl from TikTok ran out his house and left her shoes. Police were called. I mailed her. She asked how I knew. She didn't tell anyone. I said a lad mailed me, but yeah, there was that incident too, out of respect of something, his mum's house, and the state got his sister. That I couldn't see what that said.
Wow, the dirty little bastard.
Yeah, that's the rest of the text.
Out of respect of it being his mum's house in the state he's got his sister in, I didn't smash him up. The dog's dangerous. I train dogs, especially XL bullies, and press of canarios and horses. The dog is an accident waiting to happen. I got screenshots of it growling at his sister on her own bed. Was watching his behaviour and said to her, get that dog out your house. She asked if I'd train it. I said, absolutely no way. I'll still have all my old texts, knew to keep them because knew something would pop up and you would need them. Yeah, babe, he don't care. I went fucking mental at him, but he's got no mates down his way and they use him for coke and weed. And he's got a bad rep for that court case. Think he was found not guilty and it happened, when it happened, it went to court. His pal will ask me if I knew about what he's done. He said, yeah, but I was like, what the fuck? The ex is as bad as him, the Katie one. She was phoning him from mad random numbers when I was there. I followed from my other account too. So he's terrorising his sister as well. Which he knows can destroy him in a heartbeat, but if you need any help, I'm all for helping the victims of him and of course supporting females, as I do have a big Insta agency, so believe me, I've got your back. You're the Gemma that was on the phone when I was there. I get it now, yeah. He said she's one of my biggest gifters, so I keep her sweet. Then I started clicking on what he was doing. I have my screenshots to prove it. I clicked on and started on him. His sister was disgusted too. I'm only new on TikTok, but new on other platforms, so decided to start going wild on TikTok. And I can put myself on the weeklies, no problem, just to piss him off. He kept going on about TikTok, his life, all that shit, so I'm on it just to smash over him. He knows I've got the business, etc., and could have done it for him, but when I realised the way he was treating and talking about people, thought, no, you're nasty. I think the goo wants to come in the box. TikTok's got talent, MT.
Say that again. Sorry, I just put me
Got
watching it.
talent. Go on then.
1 sec.
Yeah, so the guy's a fucking freak. Whether or not this, let's take away the fucking the underage thing and the great thing, whatever. Just him being on the app and doing what he done to Steph, like he rinsed Steph for 30, 35, 40 grand, you know what I mean? Making her feel like a prick for not gifting him. He done the same to Jess. Jess said she was at his house and he was forcing her to gift him whilst she was sat at the end of his bed, you know what I mean? He's just a wrong and full stop. And then you add the underage thing on top of it.
Oh,
It's just
disgusting.
a fucking weapon, you know what I mean?
It's disgusting, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Heavy. Proper heavy smokes as nonce people.
Fucking hell.
There's a court case. If there's a court case, if there was a court case for an R charge, that's really terrible as well. But again, anyone who sat on that and didn't tell people, you're wrong uns as well.
But they said they tried to.
The kids, I just
tell
think that's
people
fucking
about it.
sick.
Just no one was listening, do you know what I mean, until last night.
What in the Epstein Islands going on here?
Geese and down.
No, with regards to his sister, I've witnessed that firsthand, mate, because I've been at his house and the way he speaks to his sister. She's like, I've seen how he treats her. She's scared of him. That's true. Oh my God, the dog's going to attack me.
Bit windy where you are.
I'm fucking telling you.
Yeah.
Can't even hear you. I don't hear there's the wind.
Hey, go and get in the wind so it's quiet, or go and get indoors or something so we can hear what you're saying.
I can't get it fucking out. Gold's got out and fucking chasing me. Fuck off. Anyway.
Just can't hear you properly, Goo.
Oh, don't. Where's my keys in the car? Oh, right. Anyway, yeah, so with the guy, I don't know about the nonsense bit, but with regards to his sister, yeah, I've seen him, how he treats her and stuff. Well, he did lose plot after his mum passed away, but that's not an excuse, is it? You know what I mean? I don't know. With regards to the other stuff, I can't comment, but regards to his sister, yeah, I can witness to that. And
But regardless of obviously the deeper stuff, obviously that's obviously important situations and stuff. Like, you've got a girl who spent like 30, 40 grand on him and been like made to feel how she's been made to feel to gift him. Do you get what I mean?
Steph's actually just texted me. She said she's had to leave. She feels very uncomfortable. So she's just gone.
Oh, that Steph in the comments is the Steph who.
Yeah, with the white heart, isn't it?
Yeah, with the white heart. Yeah, I spoke to Steph on message last night and she said like, obviously she's not feeling good over it. Do you know what I mean? Like the way he made her feel and the things that he said to her. Like
it's not even just the money either. It's just that itself. You know what I mean?
Sick little
It's all last time.
So yes, Don't know. But yeah, for as far as his sister goes, I've seen the way she treats her, like, and shouts at her, and like she's like a fucking slave. You know what I mean? She does everything for him. She's like his mum.
The only bit,
Away from him.
the only bit,
Didn't want the big attention. Thank you, MT.
no worries. The only bit that's confusing me, yeah, is obviously now this is public knowledge. So is it a criminal case? Because as anyone,
Yeah, but the only problem you've got with the Clare's Law is that obviously people can apply to Clare's Law, and that's for their own benefit, safety, and information, for the safety of the children or whatever, and that you have to sign an NDA to say that you can't disclose. You can be prosecuted for that.
so I get that, but I mean,
Criminal offence.
I mean, in relation to the obviously the 14-year-olds, that's obviously now common knowledge.
I didn't see the messages because I'm literally just driving back up to the farm, so I didn't see what screenshots or what's being said.
I don't think that was like it went to like the police, and I don't think it went down a legal.
No, it didn't.
I don't think it has, or it wouldn't be like
yeah,
mentioned as much in detail on TikTok as it is. You know what I mean?
It wasn't. So the thing with that 14-year-old, yeah, the reason why people found out was because she actually went. So bearing in mind, his baby mum was pregnant at the time. She was 8 months pregnant, yeah. The reason why everyone found out was because this 14-year-old went round the town saying, "Oh yeah, I slept with this guy."
Yeah, she was the one that went round telling everyone.
He went round telling everyone, so she didn't give a fuck about what happened. She was more bragging about it. And then she said to his baby mum, "Oh, how do you feel? How do you feel that I slept with your baby dad?" That's how it found out.
Yeah.
That's how it all came out.
So it would have just been left.
Probably, yeah.
If she was 15, like Tony's victim, would
Well,
it
yeah,
be
because
okay?
it wouldn't because
Wouldn't
obviously no one would get involved if like she hasn't took it anywhere. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Obviously,
that's what I mean. He could have done it to a lot more before.
obviously they'd be able to do something about it without her consent because it's still illegal because she's underage. But if it's not known to the police or social services, and there's nothing no one can do about it, you got what I mean? Because she was bragging about it. So
that's why it probably didn't go to court, because she wasn't that. She was thinking she's the fucking you know what I mean, the man about I slept with this guy. She didn't feel like a victim at the time to be going around telling everyone about it. That's probably why it didn't go anywhere.
Hey, just one sec. Josh, do us a favour, pull your screenshot up a sec. You know the person in the comments who's saying Smoke is innocent? Just read the screenshot for me, and then tell me that you still think he's innocent.
Little Loz Rose.
I can read it now myself. Now I'll read it.
Because I certainly don't think he is. That's just my.
You cannot say my man's innocent. You're literally saying that.
Yeah, he's just contradicting himself and all that. That's scum.
In that he's admitting to it, then he's victim blaming her, and to me, I read that message and I just think it's
He's trying to deflect it onto her, really.
It's like it's a vulnerable girl. Like if it's a 14-year-old girl sniffing cat, that's a vulnerable little girl.
Yeah.
He's vulnerable in it, you know what I mean? He got took advantage.
How's he saying he got took advantage?
No,
he's trying to say a little girl.
With a 14-year-old fucking girl.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, don't forget this 14-year-old has bragged about it and everything else. Yeah, all right, you know, she's done whatever she's done and she's kind of like whatever.
Though you still can't take that away.
That's a little girl who's obviously
she's still a child. Like what I was saying last night is the fact that he said she's got a full face of makeup. Now my daughter's 15 years of age and she wears a full face of makeup, and I allow her to do that because that's my child, and if she wants to do that, she can.
Yeah,
but
we shouldn't feel like we can't do that, girl, because
she's a vulnerable child. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't mean that anyone can take advantage of her because she wears full face.
And you know what,
can I just interject?
That's what a child will do, brag about something like that and think they're a woman. It's a child, a baby-like thing to do.
Us women, we remember being teenage girls and we wore makeup and we thought that certain things were cool. But when you grow up, you realise, no, actually, that behaviour wasn't okay.
She was...
You've got no...
more age?
I reckon, I don't know, but I reckon, how can he, like, know this person off the app? like in real life and not know her age. It's a bit bizarre to me.
Yeah, you can see in that message he's like he's bouncing backwards and forwards.
I know, he doesn't know what
knew,
to
then he
say.
didn't.
If he's got anything about him, he'll just fucking stay off the app, the dirty nonce.
He probably won't, because look how he's contradicting at the bottom there. I don't reckon he'll stay off, to be honest.
He says he's basically blaming the
blaming the
girl.
girl after
He's saying it's her fault.
for a few days.
That's what I'm saying though. Like what? When I say normal, you can't. There's no normal about anything. Do you know what I mean? But what normal 14-year-old would be sitting there smoking weed and taking cats? Do you know what I mean? Like she's obviously a vulnerable young child.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
taking advantage.
It's the equivalent to saying, look at what she was wearing, she deserved it. Her skirt was short. You know what I mean? No.
When she grows up, she'll realise how wrong this is. When she's a fully grown woman, she'll realise that this is wrong and that she was a victim. She is a victim.
As a kid, you just don't realise.
No matter which way you sugarcoat it, she's still a fucking minor who that dirty nonsense had hold of done.
He knew different because he's older. That's it.
That dirty nonsense had hold of done.
He knew different.
Hey, Ryan, you've got an echo. Obviously he isn't on here, is he? So he can't
Because she's going around bragging about it, so she won't realise actually what she'll get to the age of like 25, 30 and look back and think, what the hell? Because you look back now.
Who's mentioning Tony? No, what you're on about? Have the same energy for Tony. Get to fuck. Tony's done nothing wrong. He's there with his family and his child, and if there was anything wrong, he wouldn't be sat with them. So don't turn this into the we're on about a nonson here, smokes. So go and take your face and shit.
There's something about the way Pearl says get to fuck. That's just awesome.
I fucking love Pearl, you know. I was
right.
Honestly.
Yeah, Kiki, I think she comes across. I think she comes across as a vulnerable 14-year-old girl.
Well, yeah, because I'm not being funny.
If you go around bragging, it just shows.
Society has now changed, right? When we were back in the day, like I was born in the 80s, do you know what I mean? Like back in the day in the 90s and all that, when we were younger, we all looked older and we all like used to have older boyfriends and stuff like that. Yeah. But now you look back at it now as an adult and you think that's so fucked up, because I think when I was that age, because my daughter's 15, if she went out with a 20-year-old, I'd actually break his legs.
I reckon that girl was bragging about it though, because he's a TikToker, and obviously people see like big TikTokers like they think like look, I'm with the, and she went round obviously going overslept with him, like obviously because she's being made up about it, just being a kid, you know what I mean? Because he's obviously a big TikToker. That's how it's gone.
Yeah,
you know what's crazy to me?
Like I'm 37, yeah, and I look back now and I think like I used to go out with like older people when I was younger. Obviously not when I was 14. When I was younger, I went out with like people in my 20s, and I look back and think, what the fuck? I'm like that's not okay, because I think of it now, having my own child at 15 years of age. If she now went out and like said to me, "Oh, we've met this lad and he's 20," I'd be like, "Where is he?" Because I'm gonna, do you know what I mean? I'd go mad.
You know what's crazy for me,
But it wasn't like that years ago. But then when you get older, you realise how actually fucked up that is.
I don't think you realise until you have your own kids or until you're an adult, and then you think, oh my God.
So this 14-year-old will get to an age and look back and think, why did that lad do that? Why would, you know what I mean? Like, she's going to blame herself, but like also like he should be blamed as well. Like, that's not okay.
Yeah, that's
not okay. My Bethany's 15.
She's only a baby, and as far as anybody's saying, a big TikToker on here, listen, it doesn't matter if you got 1 follower or 10, we all the same, but end of it is a fucking
but that's what I mean. That's what that girl's probably gone round, obviously.
He wasn't on
being
TikTok.
made up. Go and have slept with that, do you know what I mean? She hasn't done it like...
this was before he was on TikTok.
Yeah, it was just before he come on TikTok.
Was it?
That was my question.
This was about 3 years ago.
His mum died just before he come on TikTok. Don't forget, Smokes only come to TikTok in 2022.
Yeah.
His mum died just before then.
Is that Jess that you two were talking about in the box?
Is that it?
Jess where? Jess comment.
Someone called Jess is in my box.
When was this message written? This message where he's saying he's been haunted by this for years. How long ago was this message written by him?
Last night.
So the fact
this was last night. Yeah, this was
last night. He still can't take full accountability for his actions. He's blaming the victim as recently as last night.
The fact that it's been that long and he still doesn't get his head round that he's in the wrong there, that's
sick. No, that right there that's not
no, that Jess isn't that Jess. I don't
Come
think it's
on.
that Jess, people.
Am I mod still
Hey,
lying?
MT, get that Amy in. So now the person that this message is from is Amy's friend. Now this person sent more screenshots to Amy, so if you want to get her in.
Yeah,
Amy, request the
Amy,
what?
do you want to jump in?
To show.
Is she requesting?
She said get her in.
No,
Yeah, I'll
she
drop
ain't.
down, get her in.
Oh,
Oh, Steph's here as well. Steph wants to get in.
Yeah, someone let Steph in.
Steph, Amy.
Like, only you can let them in.
There's people with powers, but they're in.
I haven't got powers.
I don't have powers.
I've sent it to all the girls, but I don't know if they're going to come in.
Yeah, I've shared. Well, I tried to share it, Gorge, but I couldn't because I couldn't find a name.
Yeah, so all I was going to say is this screenshot.
The lasses come. I'll drop down.
Go
Keep
ahead,
a spare
Bev.
box for whoever comes.
Go ahead, we'll do a nice one. Sorry, Amy.
It's all right. So this screenshot is my friend. So when this all started happening last night, my friend basically had him living with her. She had a pub. She had him living there for about 3 months. Again, he was playing on the fact that he had addictions, that his mum had passed away. She felt really sorry for him, sort of took him under her wing. He completely took the piss when he was there. I've got another screenshot actually to send you, Hannah. I'll send it you in a minute. I'm just waiting for her to. I'm making sure she's all right with me sharing it. That's all. But yeah, as soon as this happened, I've messaged her and said you need to get in this live because she's still in contact with him. And she's come in. Then she said I'm going to confront him. So she's confronted him, and that is what he's replied with. So it's 1,000,000% true, that screenshot. I provided that screenshot. It's come out his mouth last night. It's true. But yeah, there's a lot that he's done. Like, she obviously had the pub. She had young girls working there. One of them he got with when she was 17. And then
How old was he?
It was about 18 months ago or something like that. 18 months, yeah, about 18 months ago it was. But he was very controlling with her. Took an absolute fortune off her, I think. And then when she didn't want to do anything with him, if you get what I mean in that way, he got really angry with her about it. So he's got a lot of previous for this, and there's a lot coming out. And these stories, so the live last night, the two girls that were in, Steph and Jess, they don't know each other.
Gemma and Jess. It was Gemma and Jess. It weren't Steph, it was Gemma and Jess.
It was Gemma and Jess.
So they've been told the same story. So this story about this underage girl, they've been told this story separately by him. It's come out of his mouth. They've both got evidence of it separately, and they've come together and realised that their stories match. And it's not just that, it's the manipulation with money and things like that. He's had an absolute fortune off them, promising them the world. It's basically romance scamming into it. It's making out like a relationship is going to happen to financially benefit from them. It's manipulation, and it's a form of fraud as well.
Yeah. Put chocolate back on the big screen so people can read it, MT, because they're asking how did they read it.
Yeah, I know, PD. I know.
Yeah, PD. I did.
Yeah, he's saying that the girl looked 19 to 20, but yet he's still dating 17-year-olds while he's 20.
So that,
yeah, but then what people are going to say, whether 17's legal, do you know what I mean? Whether that makes it right or wrong,
if you've already been dipping your pen into ages younger than 17, can you really justify 17?
No, you can't. But the police would never touch that because
I think though what the point I was getting at is the manipulation of young girls.
Yeah,
it's the manipulation of young girls, and I think us as creators who are grown women have a responsibility to protect these girls. If this is what people like this are doing, we've got a responsibility to speak out for these young girls who won't, because I know he's still young, but he is a bit older, and they're going to think he's older and he's giving me a bit of attention. And again,
it is wrong, like below 18. Yeah, it is. But what I'm saying to you is, it legally, people are going to say that it's not. Do you get what I mean? Like, which is fucked, but there's not much.
Well, no matter what, he's done wrong anyway. He went with a 14-year-old, so he's...
Wait, is he on live now? Someone just said he's on live now and he's got his comments off.
You would just think
No,
that
what
the issue with the
said
14-year-old
last
that
night. So my friend who's had this conversation with him, that's on the screenshot now. As soon as she screenshotted that, he's messaged us saying this is going to ruin my life. I can't go on TikTok anymore.
Yeah.
He said he's not.
So he knows it's wrong. He's done something wrong to even come out with that comment.
Right. I mean, after the incident with the 14-year-old,
He's still acting like that girl was in the wrong, so who's to say he won't come back?
Because in here, he's saying that it's haunted him, it's ruined his life. So you would think going forward, he'd ask for identification or something in the least because he's been tricked. And I'm using the word tricked because he's giving that off. Saying a 14-year-old manipulated him, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's fucked.
They can't even load a dishwasher at 14. Fuck manipulation.
That's crazy.
Oh, no, he's not live. He's not live. But yeah, well, fucking hell. I'm just hoping the fight still goes on, to be honest. I hope the fight still goes on. But yeah,
bro.
I'm gonna drop down. I might come back in soon, but yeah. Listen, I'll catch you all in a bit. Take care.
Yeah, I gotta go too. I got a photo shoot, so someone screenshot this and use it. All right, take care, guys.
If I hear back from
Sorry, I just went for the wee. Sorry.
He's turned his
if I hear
comments
back
off
from
on
her,
his posts.
I'll send you more screenshots of. I'm just making sure she's all right with it being shared.
Okay.
All right, but I'm gonna drop down now.